You're out pre-polling at the moment. You're door knocking. You're doing it all. You've been the member here for as I said, 2 elections in a row now. Yeah. What's the biggest complaint?
Look, cost of living by far and away is number one, but also we have a real problem with housing affordability, and therefore we have a big homeless situation here.
Right.
A lot of people sleeping in parks, sleeping in cars, and these aren't people that the dishevelled, man that's all got dreadlocks and so forth. These are families and working families that are living in their cars. It's tragic.
I spoke at the start about the interesting demographics here in Longman, where you've got the retirees and then across the bridge, your blue-collar, working-class young families, and as you mentioned, there's some poorer folks, farmers too. It's just this big spread. Has that changed much since you've been the member?
Yeah, look, it has. It's changed. Look, I grew up here, and the interesting thing is that most of it was dairy farms when I was a kid, and I've seen it slowly but surely. These farms have been cut up into suburbia, and we've got to have growth, and I understand that, but that's changed the demographic as well, very
right.
much. And as you say, aspirational young people buying their first home, a lot of new estates here.
Is there an urban drift? Sorry, from Brisbane, or?
Yeah, absolutely, and also a little bit of interstate, but mainly because it's still more affordable out here. So younger people getting into the first home, we've got a lot of those out here. But we've still got the cockies out in the west, at Woodford and Wamiran. We still produce 60% of Australia's strawberries in this electorate. Yeah. So we've still got a big farming community.
Just a final point here, and look, I've had a bee in my bonnet over this particular policy for a while now, and it's taxing unrealised gains. I mean, most people won't have $3 million in their super. I won't. Most people won't. But the idea of taxing a gain that hasn't happened yet doesn't sit well with me, and I feel like a lot of folks don't realise that. And this is a policy push from the Labor government, and if the Greens get in, that could well go through. For a place like Longman, Bribie Island, you've got a lot of retirees. Whether they've got that much buried in their super, I don't know. Maybe unlikely, but do they bring that up at all?
Yeah, look, they do, and the thing about it is that's where it is now, and once they get it in, who's to say they don't lower it to 2 million and 1 million? And let's think about it. In 20 or 30 years' time, probably half the people will have over $3 million in their super.
From indexation,
Of course, yeah, that's the way it works. So I think it's a terrible thing, and you can't be paying tax on money that you haven't earned. I don't think that's Australian.
Well, it just goes against the general principles of investing. That's why I don't like it. I mean, regardless of whether you've got that much or not, it's the principle of the matter. But
yeah, 100%.
Anyway, Terry, good to see you. Thanks for your time. Best of luck this weekend. You feeling okay?
Yeah, no, look, the people here are good, honest people. They understand. I understand the electorate, and they're very relatable to me, and they've been good to me the last 2 terms, and I'm looking forward to doing a third term and getting some stuff done.
You got a target on your back this time, though, from two election wins in a row.
Every time, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. Just deal with it.
I've got broad shoulders.
Appreciate it, Terry. Thank you so much.